This is my 1983 Alfa Romeo Giulietta. I know it looks like a bit of a microwave, but I just picked it up over the weekend as a project. And I thought for this Maintenance Monday, it's a great opportunity to show you guys how to drain and replace your coolant on your car. Now there are a few different styles of cooling systems and methods, but this car is pretty standard, so I'm going to show you the most common approach. Now the first step is to drain out the old coolant. If you're using a cooling system flush, this is where you would add that to your existing coolant. Now that's going to have you running the car up to temperature for a period of time with that in there. If you're doing that, make sure you let the car cool down before you take the radiator cap off, as you'll get badly burnt. I've let this cool down now, so there's no pressure behind it. All right, now I've got this fantastic Toledo drain tin. These are great for doing these jobs at home or on your driveway, so you don't make any mess as you can't wash coolant down the drain. Now remove the bottom radiator hose with your drain tin underneath to catch all the coolant. Again, you want to do this with a cool engine. This is going to make a bloody mess. Now some radiators have drain bungs on them, which you can undo by hand most of the time. Unfortunately, on an older car like this, that is a fairly rare occurrence, and it can be a little bit messy. Now I'm going to pull the top radiator hose off so that I can use a hose to just help push out any sedimentary coolant or scale that's in the engine and the radiator. You would be amazed how much can actually remain in both of those items even after you've taken the hose off. Now comes the easy part, putting the new coolant into the vehicle. Coolant does come in a couple of different types, and make sure you buy the one appropriate to your vehicle. They also come in pre-mixed and concentrate. If you're using concentrate, make sure you mix it with demineralized water and make sure you mix it in the correct ratio that's usually printed on the back of the bottle. This is, however, pre-mixed, so it's as simple as pouring it in. Now that the cooling system is full, we're going to start the car up and run it with the heater on, and you can always squeeze the radiator hoses just to help push that air to the top of the cooling system. Now you want to keep topping it up and keeping an eye on the level as the car is warming up. You'll see air coming out of the cooling system as you do so. What we're waiting for is we're waiting for the thermostat to open. You can identify that by either the thermofan switching on and then off, or when both top and bottom radiator hoses are at the same temperature to touch. In the case of some cars like this one, it will have a bleed screw located somewhere on the motor. It's imperative that you use these to bleed the cooling system, as this will be the high point of your cooling system and the only way air will escape completely. Once you have no more air coming out of your cooling system and your top and bottom radiator hoses are hot, or you've seen the thermal fans cycle on and off indicating that your thermostat has opened, it's time to put the radiator cap on and call it a job done. Now I always take the opportunity to replace these whenever I do coolant, as we don't do coolant that often on our cars. These are only a couple of dollars and very important to the health of your cooling system. The last step of this should be going on a test drive with the car. The heater should be hot, the car should maintain temperature properly, and I always like to check the level again the next morning before I take the car anywhere, just as a secondary check. This has been Maintenance Monday with me, James, and my microwave looking Alfa Romeo. We'll see you for the next one.